Hello again, Facebook family. Happy noon hour. We are back live with this update. If you haven't heard, I don't know where you've been. It is Give DeKalb County 2021, May 6th, all day today. It started at midnight and it goes till midnight tonight. So that's 24 hours of giving for over 100 local nonprofits. And your dollar goes even farther thanks to the bonus pool, which is currently at $145,000. So your donor dollar really does go farther today. And to support the Egyptian Theater, again, you just go to lightscameradonate.org. Make sure you go through that portal and not through our website so that we get those bonus dollars. So go to lightscameradonate.org and let's see where we're at right now. We're at $9,570. Guys, this is really exciting. Let's get to that $10,000 of our $25,000 goal. Very exciting. We've had a lot of different donors come in, but let's look at the past hour. We've had an anonymous donor, Pat Berry, Donna Rushani, which is a volunteer donation. Thank you to our amazing volunteers. We had one on the special guest last hour, but want to highlight all of our wonderful volunteers as their donation dollars come in. So thank you, Donna. We have Maggie and Zeke Sharp, Jocelyn Holtz, and another doggy donation, grand doggies, Jake and Kirby, who are some very good boys. So thank you so much for donating to the Egyptian Theater. We give you virtual treats. Very good boys. So our guest this hour is Shawn Lowe, brand manager of 94.9 WDKB, and he is here with a very special announcement with Alex in the studio. So let's head it on down to Alex and Shawn.
Thanks, Janine. I'm here with Shawn Lowe with WDKB FM, 94.9 FM, as well as Cornfest. So thank you for joining us here on the noon hour on Give DeKalb County Day.
Yeah, thanks for letting us be here. I like doing this live. This is great.
Yes. The noon hour, we've got, hopefully everybody stays tuned to the end of this interview. We've got some exciting announcement in regards to Cornfest. But first, kind of your day job, right, on WDKB. The Egyptian has worked with the radio station for a long time, and especially prior to COVID, we worked together a lot. Can you talk a little bit about, obviously it's very beneficial for the theater to have a wonderful media sponsor and supporter, but why, from the radio station point of view, being local, why is it important to partner with the Egyptian Theater?
Well, we definitely think the Egyptian is certainly an asset to the community, so for us to be a part in sponsoring events, in concerts and things coming to the area, being a partner to the theater certainly helps us out a lot as well. It gives us stuff to talk about, but we want to continue to support everything in the county, especially the Egyptian Theater. And
we appreciate it. We've worked together on a couple of different shows, and I know you, like us, are hoping we can get past COVID and start working together. And I'll throw a quick surprise question at you here. Is there a show here at the Egyptian that's been most memorable, positive memorable, that over the years that we've worked on, or just something that you've come to here?
I know one that I really enjoyed was when we had Richard Marks here. I mean, I think for me that was just a great show. It was just him by himself, solo act, but he played the piano, he did the guitar. There was a great crowd here, and I got a lot of positive feedback for doing that show. So yeah, that was one of my best favorites.
I think I remember everyone walking out going, I had no idea he was connected to that many songs, whether he performed them or he wrote a ton of songs. So
yeah, that's Richard in a nutshell. He's a great writer, writes for a lot of groups.
Yeah. So the radio station's also been very involved with Cornfest through the years, and you personally have been on the committee. Do you know for how long? Or
I think I'm approaching the 20-year mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you should probably get a pin or something, right, at the 20-year mark?
Gold watch, a pin, something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gold jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the theater, has loved participating in Cornfest. Our doors are typically open the entire weekend. It's a great opportunity for us to kind of showcase the theater, let people come in, walk around. But Cornfest has utilized the theater, in other ways that people might not know about. Can you talk a little bit about the logistics, and being an all-volunteer organization, the theater and Cornfest relationship through the years?
Yeah, when we were able to bring the festival back downtown, and where we located the stage right on the corner of 2nd Street and Locust, conveniently right by the theater, it just made sense to partner with the theater on using the dressing rooms and some other areas of the theater for the festival as well. Gives us a place to set up a base camp kind of thing. Also gives the dressing rooms for the artist. Flushable toilets is always a big thing at a festival. And
you don't always get that at all festivals. So.
No, you don't, and it's really huge for artists to be able to say, I don't have to use a porta potty. So we've been able to you also do meet and greets in here as well to stay away from the crowds that are outside and utilize the theater. And once artists come in here, they see how beautiful the theater is. A lot of times they say, I want to come back and play the theater when I can sometime as well.
Yeah.
So we've been lucky enough to partner with you, and you've been allowing us to use the theater, and I really don't know how we'd be able to have the festival without having use of the theater.
Well, we certainly enjoy, as a nonprofit organization, it's core to our mission to, partner with community groups, and Cornfest is just a perfect example of, how we can partner with that. What are you looking forward to this year? Obviously, Cornfest didn't happen in 2020, along with our entire schedule here. Fingers crossed, we're all hopeful that Cornfest is going to happen in August this year. What are you looking forward to? What should people be looking forward to this year?
I think a lot of people are looking forward to just getting back to somewhat normal, and going out to a concert outside, a live event is exactly what they're looking for. We have a plan in place right now with the health department and with the city of DeKalb on how we're going to have the festival. Obviously, it's a fluid situation. Things change as they go, but we're still several months out away from the festival. So the plan that we put in place now may not even be, possible here in a couple weeks or a couple months, or certainly in 5 months. But there is a plan in place to socially distant, wear masks. Hopefully a lot more people are vaccinated by then, which I think is going to allow it to make it a lot easier for people to enjoy the whole festival, the vendor area, the carnival, and of course the live music.
Yeah, and all of us on staff here are vaccinated. We were talking just before we went on live here that you're vaccinated as well, and so we certainly want to encourage everyone. If you want to get back seeing live music, we need people to go out and get vaccinated so we can start getting back to normal, including events like Cornfest. So our big announcement this year, there's kind of a change on an element of Cornfest. And this will be our first summer that we can have programming that we have air conditioning.
Right.
We've been talking about this for years, but we just finished in late 2020 a $6.5 million expansion that obviously increased our restrooms, concessions, and lobby space. But the biggest element was to add air conditioning. And so typically Cornfest weekend can be rather toasty sometimes.
It can.
And even though we have all the doors open to let people in, I think it's mostly to let air through. But this year we will have air conditioning. And so we're extremely excited to announce that the Egyptian Theater is going to be now home to the Cornfest community stage.
Yep.
And can you talk a little bit about what that is and why we've now partnered together on that?
Well, the community stage was always a great idea, and we loved having it. And what we found was that a lot of the groups that we had, a lot of dance troupes or a lot of some of the other groups that performed on the stage, didn't really utilize the stage. It just wasn't big enough for them. And the area that we had it in, we couldn't put a bigger stage down there because of city regulations and fire department regulations. So the size stage we had was as big as we could go. So moving it in here after the transformation that you have here with air conditioning, your beautiful lobby now, the updated restrooms, we just thought it was a great idea to move it in here. So now dance troupes, all the performers, there's plenty of room for everybody to perform. I found a lot of performers were performing on the street in front of the stage. And it just didn't seem like it didn't seem right to me. If you're going to perform on a stage, you should be able to perform on a stage. And I think this will give parents a little break from the weather, come in, and also come in and check out the theater. Check out all the beautiful renovations that have happened here. And I think it's going to be a good partnership going down the road. Well,
we're excited. We certainly want you to stay tuned. In the coming days and weeks, we're going to be able to start announcing some of those groups that are going to be here. Some of them are groups that have performed on the community stage in the past. We're also excited to welcome some new groups, including some different performance groups from NIU and throughout the community. So really excited about that, to be able to partner with Cornfest, not only to utilize the theater and the dressing rooms, but now to utilize the stage now that we have air conditioning. So very, very excited. Excited to continue to work with Cornfest and your volunteer committee, and looking forward to 2021 being back with music in downtown DeKalb.
We couldn't be happier, and we're looking forward to it as well.
Alrighty, so thank you so much for joining us today on May 6th, Give DeKalb County Day. We're so excited. Thank you so much for your support so far. I'm going to send it back to Janine for our final update for the hour.
Well, what an exciting announcement that we just got from Shawn Lowe of WDKB and Cornfest. We will be hosting the Cornfest community stage here in late August. We're so excited. We are going to flex that new air conditioning that we added with this great expansion that we finished in October. So come on down and literally cool off in one of the most historic places downtown and take in some great community acts. And we have a lineup. So if you want to go to our website, egyptiantheater.org, drop down at the top menu around events, you'll see Cornfest Community Stage. We are nearly booked, so check it out. We're very, very excited. And then let's see where we've gotten so far. So since we started this live, we've moved up a bit more. We're at $9,695. Let's see if we can get to 10 before the next hour. I'll put that challenge out there. I'm not going to cut myself in half, but it'll be exciting to see that little pyramid move a little bit further along. And that will get us halfway to our board booster unlock goal. Because remember, when we get to $20,000, that unlocks a $5,000 board booster, getting us to our ultimate goal of $25,000 today. So next, we have some really exciting guests. We have Kendall and Linnea of Safe Passage, two of our favorite people. We've had a great time working with them and can't wait to welcome them to our stage at the 1 p.m. hour. And remember, check out our Instagram and Twitter in about 15 minutes as we will be doing Sammy's Super Short Show and seeing all of the updates that we have then. So keep those donation dollars rolling in at lightscameradonate.org, and we'll see you back here at 1 o'clock.